Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. 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 Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om.
Shri Ram 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 Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram Om. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om to everybody. Yes.
Shruti,
What auntie?
Shruti,
Yes,
What are
Mataji.
no sound beta. You have to increase the volume.
Okay. We will do it.
We can hear properly, Mataji.
One second. Let us check. Sound is full.
Sound is full, auntie.
Hari Om. Everybody can hear? She is not.
Auntie, Pushpa auntie, only you are not able to hear.
All
So
others
some adjustment you have to do in your phone. Only you are not able to hear. Others are able to hear.
आपका फोन को चेक करिए इधर ठीक है.
But that she cannot hear, you know. She is telling she cannot hear and they are telling her.
Should not happen with Papa for us.
Huh?
How can you be able to tell us?
Can't hear.
Oh, Papa will be able to hear it properly.
Acha, now, yesterday we were talking about Sadhaka and Sadhana, first chapter. And finally we came to the conclusion that we will do some intense manana on the aspects covered by writing a few points. So the first page or second page we covered. What are the points that you have written? I have before me the text, so we will be able to tell you more.
We can do feel nearness.
Nearness.
Are that 4 steps?
Devotee to sadhaka.
First devotee and sadhaka. Good. That is how we should start.
Yes.
Devotee and sadhaka. We know. Explain it. Please wait. Devotee and sadhaka, you know that what does it touch and kindle in us? We are asking ourselves whether we are devotees or sadhakas. 99% we are all devotees. Among so many activities, we have also included some activity of ashram. No? Morning till evening, we are not exclusively concentrating upon God thought.
Swamiji, when we are in worldly, we attending to the Baba. There are things when we are devotees. And when you are in puja room, we are sadhakas.
So what does it mean? We are not sadhakas. Anything part-time means it is not sadhakas. Devotees have faith in God, but mostly their activities are on the outer factors. So here Papa clearly mentions that though we are all devotees, it is high time we upgrade ourselves to the sadhakas. And devotees mostly pray for worldly things, other than godly. And sadhaka is exclusively onto it. To what extent we can implement, each one has to try. It may not be possible to leave everything and go. So there are some limitations for all of us. So we will try in our own way. But now what Papa has said, it comes back to us again and again. Am I a devotee? I should become a sadhaka. How do I become a sadhaka? Please help me. Okay. From there we go to aspire for becoming sadhaka. We should aspire for becoming sadhana. I must have exclusive aspiration, intense. And then Papa says, heroic spirit, not lukewarm enthusiasm. Then you can say, we have got a text before us, so it is easy for us to bring out. Whatever you have heard, we will again repeat it. Dispassion, yes. How can we develop those? He said we have to withdraw. Not on a permanent basis, every day a few hours at least. So that we try to develop this exclusive, process during that particular moment. So for example, in ashram nowadays, for the past 1 year, we should say, or more than 1 year, every day is 6:45.
No, we can't hear properly. So 3 people's mic is on.
Somebody's mic, you can all put off your mics.
Audio, please switch off the audios.
Mute.
Mute the audios.
That's okay. Okay. For the past nearly 1 year, we are trying, as prompted by Papa. 6:45, we in our room, whether it is 2 people or 5 people or 10 people or 15 people, religiously we all assemble there. 15 minutes we chant, closing our eyes, that mantra rupa Ramanam. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. Somebody will lead and we will all repeat. 15 minutes to put the mind on that, and exactly at 7 o'clock this vocal chanting will stop. Definitely everybody must be enjoying a thrilling moment at least for 1 or 2 minutes, because the way in which the nama stops, and then we get a glimpse into that. Okay. And again, mentally, each one may be trying in their own way. The idea is to mentally chant. And the mental chanting will definitely pave the way for the witness consciousness becoming conspicuous. Even at all times, the witness consciousness is there, but we are not aware of it. But this 15 minutes of mental chanting must have been helping everybody. It is purely an individual experience. But the fact that it is going on now, even if it is 1%, 2%, 5%, and we have not publicized, so many may not know also. Only word of mouth, everything in the ashram, we don't announce. All of you are welcome to Ravana building. Those who become aware, those who are prompted from within, those who come to know because of his prompting, they come there. It is an attempt, because we have heard Papa telling, utterance of God's name is to make the mind ultimately still, free from all thoughts. So how do we get the stillness? This experiment is going on. Like that, we are telling. So for those who we were remembering because of the withdrawal, dispassion. So for 30 minutes, 15 plus 15, 30 minutes, right from 6:45 to 7:15, it is an attempt. Those who are attending, they are all involved in various types of seva also. But they withdraw themselves exclusively. Here the advantage is we are closing our eyes and it is an individual, it is not a congregational one. The people are joining, it's okay. For 15 minutes you feel everybody is there. If you are concentrating upon the sound, that also we may not be aware. Because all of us keep our eyes closed. It is a wonderful experiment that is going on. Like that. We don't think that it should be done by everybody. Like that, whatever way we can withdraw ourselves from the common run of life, common run of activities, and exclusively concentrate upon this 15 minutes or half an hour. And this half an hour exercise, there are also 15 minutes vocal, 15 minutes mental. It will not go in vain. Because we are putting ourselves on a process. And we are trying to understand what is meant by withdrawal, what is meant by dispassion. Those who are here and those who are attending, if there is any physical problem only, otherwise everybody will be regular. Nobody tells them to be regular, but they are regular. We are watching ourselves. Because Papa here says, we should be vigilant, no? Somewhere he said, vigilant, not to watchful and vigilant. It is therefore incumbent for a sadhaka to be watchful and vigilant over the antics of the mind. If the mind is given a free rein, sadhana would be impossible. Okay, so dispassion. That is why we remember whenever some word is brought to our notice, then we remember, based upon our experience. Again, not because of the theory. Not because of the theory. The next. Yes, anything which you have which you have made a note.
The next point is intent, after intents or aspirations, to know that the kicks and knocks are
Kicks and knocks.
Very good. Kicks and knocks, nobody is exempt.
Knocks in life are given by Papa to turn towards him.
Yeah, very difficult, but still that is the suggestion given by Papa. So we should try.
Swamiji?
Yes.
Padma aunty.
No, just put up. Next point is think our life is divine as much as possible.
What, uncle?
Think our life is divine always.
Think our life is divine always. Think our life. Link your life with the divine. Link, not think.
That is, the word has been used by Papa.
Yes.
That unless we link our life with the divine author of our being, the life is in vain. So how to make it practical? It is difficult. But just like what we said, how do we make a move towards that? It is definitely difficult for all of us. But somehow we can make a move. Link our life with the divine author of our being. Link our life with the divine author of our being. It's a wonderful point. But we have been reading, hearing, Now we are trying to understand, we try to understand to what extent I can live up to it.
Swamiji,
Ah.
living the every moment in gratefulness for all the affairs given for our life. That will help us to see our life as divine.
That is the theory, no? You tell me how practical. What you are telling is right. That is the theory. But how do I every day morning, the moment I get up, how do I practice? How do I try to put myself on this line? One minute.
If we try what Mataji said from first person.
What you are doing. Forget those things here now. What you are doing to know this. How to link your life with the divine.
So when we get up, instead of saying I woke up, we say
Dialogue with the
woke
God.
up. So it reminds us when we say that.
1 minute, please, 1 minute. Somebody is telling here something. You will not hear.
Like I woke up. Instead of that, if you tell yourself you woke up or I'm brushing.
What is your experience? What is your, don't say that I have to do this, I have to do that. No. That we have been telling, When I woke up, you say that. When I woke up, I try to remember. Only because of you, I woke up.
Yes.
This is the practical, no?
Yes.
When I leave my chapel, when I search for my chapel, I don't see the chapel. Suddenly I remember the chapel. And without chapel, I cannot walk. Oh, I remember. You have provided this, through somebody. Practical, no? We had enough of this theory. Papa says you have borrowed the words of Mahatmas and reproducing it. That stage is gone.
Pray and talk to him, Swamiji.
Eh?
We pray and talk to him.
We praying and talking to him.
Again you say, no, you are telling we will pray and talk. What we are doing? Somebody says they pray and talk to him to know to link ourselves with the divine author of our being. This is how we want. If somebody says, when I take my brush, I remember him. I may forget after that. When I take idli in the morning, when I prepare sambar in the morning, when I clean my plates, when the bedspread is properly kept, when the soap is kept in its proper place, when drying the cloth is done in an even way, I remember him. This is what we want now. Enough of theories. We are entering into sadhaka and sadhana, no? This is the title. We are entering into a phase where we actually, each one of us are trying to understand.
Swamiji,
the practical aspect is some days I forget to put the alarm. But before I...
We will not say our experience. There is a risk involved in it. So we can detach ourselves from and then say as somebody's.
And Swamiji, when I fold my blanket, I remember you every day in the morning.
Okay.
I remember Swamiji told me to fold the blanket properly. That's all.
But what we are trying to understand is how do I link myself with the author of my being?
You are the author of the being.
The credit goes to Muktananda, no? It doesn't go to him. It may be a stepping stone. We don't say that no. But because Papa, again, I am also borrowing. We will not bring their name at all now. Let us see whether we can try to directly deal with our own experience. This is what we are aiming at now. This sadhaka and sadhana, we are entering into the real sadhana. Out of 100 or 200 activities that we do it, whether we have been able to bring one dimension linking to the divine author of our being, then only that word when we read, we are trying to actualize it.
Swamiji, as soon as I get up,
thank Papa. I really thank Papa for the one more day he has given, Swamiji.
One more?
One more day, yes.
One more day, good.
On our own.
அப்படிதான் நினைச்சுக்கிறது. அப்புறம் ஸ்டார்ட்
எப்படியோ ஆட்டும் அவர் நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கோமே அதுதான் மரியம். தட் இஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட்.
உண்மையா நினைச்சுக்கிறோம்.
ஆமாம்.
பத்மாஜி said செப்பல் விடுறதெல்லாம் உங்களை நினைச்சுக்கிறேன். சத்தியமா. ஏன்னாக்கா அது ரொம்ப சர்வ் பண்றது நமக்கு தெரியாம வேணும். ப்ராப்பரா அதை வச்சணும்.
And later we become restless. On Sunday there was a good gathering here. So many people, 50, 60, one group came and they wanted us to share some thoughts. So in the midst of so many things, we rushed up to Centenary Hall. They were all seated. But as soon as we were coming, we saw the chapel, 70, 80 people. The chapel was in haphazard way kept. So first what we could not enter into the hall, seeing that. So first we started arranging everything and then only we were able to. Because even if we want, we cannot enter. Because we are not blaming them. They may not know the background. But to us, it is a sadhana, no test given to us. If they had kept it in an orderly way, this will not get reminded at all. So somebody prompted them to keep it in a disorderly way and he brings you there and watch. What are you doing? Easy way is to blame everybody, You don't know the basic discipline. But as a sadhaka, immediately the thought comes, now Papa has put us on a test. We have to see an absence of otherness. So then we started arranging it. One person saw from inside, he also came then. Then we were happy. We were watching ourselves, what is happening to us. So like that, if we take it as a test given to us, then we are remembering the author of our being. Whether this is perfect or not, Papa has to decide. But this is how we are trying. We are trying to understand these words. Because he said, this is a very powerful word. Unless it is to be remembered that unless we link our life with the divine author of our being, our life is in vain. It is a great reminder. So this way we will try now. In as many activities, none of us can say that 100% we will be able to do it. But probably we may be able to, now that the process has started.
Swamiji, அதே மாதிரி சாப்பிட்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி இந்த சாப்பாடுக்கு பின்னாடி எவ்வளோ பேர் இருக்காங்க, எனக்கு இந்த சாப்பாடு கிடச்சிருக்கு, நான் அந்த ஒரு நிமிஷம் அதை ஞாபகப்படுத்திட்டு ப்ரே பண்ணிட்டு சாப்பிட்றது.
Yeah. How does he come in the picture? He through his how many creations you employed to make me eat this, Something like that. So that we have to link ourselves with him, There is a prayer, as you said, prayer is there. But we try to connect it up with the rice before us, with the vegetables before us, with the pulses before us. So that's also a wonderful thing. But at the same time, we should know he prompted, When we have read many a time that Bijam Mam Sarva Bhutanam, so the first paddy in the whole world, how did it come? Nobody can say so and so has done it. So we know that Bijam Mam Sarva Bhutanam. That power brought out this paddy. And that power brought out human beings to look at it and then remove the husk and then subject it to various processes by which rice is made. This is the case with every vegetable. This is the case with every pulse, tur dal, moong dal, urdu dal, anything. So it's like that, and the spices, salt. So we try to link. We may fail, we may forget next day, but whatever we have done, it will be definitely credited. That's also a very, very, very nice point, which is implementable. Everybody can try. Yes. Then.
Whenever Diksha is given in a particular place or house, 15th chapter, after 15th chapter we take.
இப்போ இதில் இருப்போம், சாதகா சாதனையில் இருப்போம். Because let us not digress, let us say all our academics, our memories, we will keep it now separate. We are now trying to understand how to bring spirituality in daily life.
Yes.
Let us be very clear about it. Even when unknowingly we bring out some quotation, you can immediately point out, because it will come by itself. But now we are steadily trying how to link ourselves with the divine author of our being. Only we and he are there, nobody else is there. Our Guru directed us, and now we have only he and we, nobody else. So everything we try to watch it like that, Probably this attempt may enable us to remember him more.
So to link our life is divine.
What, uncle?
Swamiji,
To link our life is divine.
Life is divine.
ராம்நாம் சேண்ட் பண்றது கூட சேண்ட் பண்ணிட்டு தேங்க் பண்றது, தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் மேக்கிங் மீ டு சாண்ட் திஸ் 1 mala today or 2 malas at the end of the chanting.
Okay. Yes, all of us are chanting Ramnam. So at the time of chanting also, you gave me the mantra, you brought the language, you brought the mantra then, and then how it should be chanted also, you brought it through your chosen people, and then you facilitated me to know about it, and then you made me to develop a taste for it, and similarly you have been able to make me to have a sankalpa to do so many malas a day, and then now you have made me to do it. All these, forget about mala. What the ultimate game is, we are linking. Yes, that's also a very nice idea. Then
சுவாமிஜி, இந்த மாதிரி கிரேட்ஃபுல்னஸ்ஸா நம்ம வந்து பாப்பாவை நம்ம ஒவ்வொன்றும் நம்ம நினைக்கிறோம். ஆனால் அது ஷேர் பண்ணுறது நான் செய்கிறேன் அப்படின்ற அது மாதிரி ஆயிடுமா?
ஆமாம்.
அப்போ அது
அதனால தான், that is why sadhakas or devotees are always requested by their masters not to bring their name. Even when we share we try to detach ourselves from the projected personality, and we say somebody has done it, we were able to know. It is not deception. It is something, we try to detach ourselves so that I am doing it, that sins will not come. I have done it, that will not come. So whenever we share, it would be better to put it in third person. And it is not for mere wrong in sharing. Nothing wrong in sharing.
It made us do it.
Nothing wrong in sharing.
ஆனா எப்படி கம்யூனிகேட் பண்றது?
அதான் தேர்ட் பர்சனா வச்சுக்கிறது.
ஓ, ஓகே.
Third person.
எப்படி சாமி?
It means somebody else did it.
Wait.
இதுலயே நம்ம ஐ போற இடத்துல எல்லாம் வி நம்பன்னு சொல்லும் போதோ சில டைம் மத்தவங்களையும் சேர்த்து நம்மளோட நம்ம ஏதோ நம்மளோட வீக்னஸ் சொல்லும் போது மற்றவங்களையும் நம்ம சேர்த்துக்கிறோமோன்னு அது ஒரு இதாயிடும். நம்ம வி போடும் போதும் அப்போ நான் எப்போ ஐ யூஸ் பண்ணோம் எப்போ வி யூஸ் பண்ணோம் அது சில டைம்.
Suppose we try to detach ourselves mentally and say that here is an experience. We will not say my experience. Here is the experience of a devotee or a sadhaka. Share. Even by sharing, the tangible gain is we are not identifying the small I with that. Because in spiritual journey, the small I can create problem, you know.
Swamiji, if that is the case, in Vyavaharic world, I mean, can we just utter like that? In person?
We are not mixing that, no. When we are sharing in a satsang, no.
Yes.
When we are sharing in a satsang and we are trying on the sadhana, we are trying. God must have blessed us to do that, and God must have blessed us to do that. And when the sharing comes, we can definitely share if we are prompted from within, trying to make it as a third person. How it should be done? It should be spontaneous, you know. If you ask how it should be expressed, then again, you know, there is something going on in our mind. So it should be spontaneous. The basic guideline is we are trying to detach ourselves and see that the Muktananda, that individual, has been able to experience. That's all. When you say I or we, if this is not clear, then it is only a mere expression. We are trying to understand to ourselves, forget about others, whether the identification is with the small I in us or whether we are trying to detach ourselves and function and watch the function of the sense of individuality. This is also another point by which we can link ourselves with the divine author of our being. It is good that this point was raised.
Always detach from the individual point of view, right?
Now, we try to detach ourselves internally. When the question of sharing comes.
Swamiji, you know to understand in history, that is, I mean, the great Mahatmas and I mean, seers, scholars, they call themselves as we say. So Swamiji சொல்றாருன்னா நாம் சொல்றோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லும் போது he is authorized and we have to take it. But an ordinary person cannot say.
Why should we bother about others? You know, we are on our own individual sadhana. We are trying to find out for ourselves.
Yes.
Don't worry about what others will say, what others will. We are not here. In this particular session, we are trying to put ourselves out to, as a sadhaka, how do I, whether I talk I, what happened? Whether I talk we, what happened? When I talk we, I am trying to include the sense of individuality and the articulating force behind it. Previously, when I say I negate, I remove the articulating force called God from this, the divine being. Is that so? Only that person will know, you know. So we, as a sadhaka, we are now trying to experiment various methods. Whether the we is all right or I is all right or the name is all right, that each one has to decide. If this is not helping me, I will try that. If this is not helping me, I will try that. Even if by telling I, we continue to retain, the I means God gave me this I, God gave me to say that. If that is clear, it doesn't matter whether we use I, we or name. Kindly think about it. What is happening within, that is more important. how do I convey this? God will guide you to how to convey this when you are in Vyavahara. When He has given you Vyavahara, He will try to convey to you how it should be done. Don't worry about that. Now we are trying to understand how to link our life with the divine author of our being. And whatever now we have discussed, each one is giving us clarity. Simple method. Then, let us not get stuck anywhere. As many as let it come.
Then the 4 steps, Swamiji.
4 steps.
Yes. Feeling the nearness.
How to develop?
Nearness by talking, feeling that.
Again, here the theory, we are telling.
I mean, you talk to him, constant with the dialogue.
We can say, we can say, we have seen somebody came here to this ashram. They were looking at Lord Krishna's photo. And then some expressions were there. So when we were intently looking at him, he said, he is always in touch with him. He showed like this. He is always in touch with him. It was a great revelation for us. That means God is now giving us a practical demonstration of how to feel His nearness. Ivanikum avanikum sambandhamundu, in Tamil he said. So then just imagine. So when we share this, we now know that God is teaching us how to link our life with the divine author of our being.
Swamiji, but most of the time all of us are always connected. Many times we are just talking to ourselves, talking to Papa, we think like, even if I'm making a tea, how can I forget? Today I forgot to put sugar. That question that came down, to whom I'm talking to.
No, that's okay. That is right. Ultimately, that is right. Since we are all aspirants, the sense of individuality is very strong in us, So even if we try, that will supersede, and then that is why we feel we have to do something. That means the contact has not been established. It comes and goes. Just like, you are saying, this Google Meet. Every now and then the current goes, again it comes back. Exactly, it is like our sadhana is like that. During this 1 year, everybody must be definitely earnest.
Exactly, those words 2 days before, I wanted to tell you that, it's like going round and round and round, we are not connected.
She's telling we are going round and round and round, we are not connected.
What is it that I am doing? Each one is asking, The other one we have been hearing. Now we have come to a stage where we are trying to implement it in a humble way, 1% of, not 1%, okay, that's all right. By observing, by experiencing. These are the 2 things.
Swamiji, and the nearness கிடைக்கும் போது நம்ம கண்ணிலேருந்து தண்ணி சில டைம் கண்ணிலேருந்து தண்ணி வரும்.
Good. Yes. Then nearness probably everybody might be trying, knowingly, unknowingly. Because we have been associating with these thoughts, for the number of years, number of decades. And sufficiently we have developed that attitude to become nearer to Him.
Swamiji, when we when we fight with somebody, no, that nearness will go, Swamiji. Then we'll do some patch-up work and the nearness will come back.
When you, even if you differ with a person whom you know very well, do you think the nearness will go?
Nearness doesn't go, but on the surface we pretend as if we are not looking at each other.
Swamiji,
God,
differences will make the nearness distant clear. Differences will make nearness distant.
need not.
Swamiji.
Need not.
Swamiji, we
Ah.
differ in that point, that particular point we differ, but nearness will not go, Swamiji.
No.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Swamiji, sometimes if suppose we have hurt somebody, no, then that inside nearness with God will go. No?
The very fact that you feel you have hurt him, it is because he is nearer to you.
Okay.
Otherwise you will not mind, Somebody points out only you will remember. I saw you shouting, it is not proper when I say that, oh, I didn't mean anything at that time. You must have wounded me, then contact him, tell him I am sorry. That's all, there ends the whole matter.
Swamiji, கிட்ட போட்டு பயப்படுவாங்களே துர்வாசர்
துர்வாசர் கிட்ட போறதுக்கு பயப்படுவார்.
பழைய கதையில்வா.
பயப்படுறாங்களே.
We were blessed with a number of opportunities when we were in Wayanad. We had to differ with our boss. We used to differ with strong language, but nothing had affected the relationship. God ensured to teach us that first. God ensured that even while he makes the other man generous enough to accommodate all our nonsense and to teach us and to observe it. Because he doesn't belittle. He said, from your standpoint you may be right, but I have got a different standpoint. When I say differ, I am unable to attune myself to his will, no? So as from his platform he is right, and he is equally gracious enough to say that from our platform we are right. So forget about the Vyavahar. The wonderful tuition God gives us is, you can remain in Vyavahara. When God sends us as an individual, we have to be in the Vyavahara. Vyavahara is not separate. So naturally there will be differences will be there, because each one is unique. Each one's taste, temperament, aptitude, inclination, preconceived notions, everything is different. So each one will differ it may differ with others. In that case, it's not unnatural, and even to express it is not unnatural, but at the same time, relationship is not affected. Is not to be affected and is not affected. Normally, first we say it is affected, but through our experience, he teaches us, no. And even if we say something, the other party will be deafened. God will see to it that he has got the broad-mindedness to accept. The question is, this is a very important question is, when we relate ourselves to an individual's behavior towards us, we will not see the link official. Though it's all God, but we don't think God at that time. Now we can say that God made us to witness. God subjected us to go through. Then, we are linking our life with the divine author of our being. Everything should zero to this word, It's a wonderful word. Kindly write it down. Read it after. In all my activities, Papa wants me to do, unless we link our life with the divine author of our being, our life is in vain. That means from the individual standpoint, we develop likeness and aversions both. To certain people who are living up to our standard, we become loving, we become grateful, we become obliged. Those who don't differ, they are removed from the list. Is it not? We don't see him. But now it is not like that. God made us to become closer to Him. God made us to move away from Him. Somebody comes in a drunken state to the ashram gate. The watchman does not allow him to enter. He makes such a big hue and cry. And then, suppose it is drawn to us, we are made to go and watch. God is there in that form, in the drunkard state. God is there, the watchman performing his duty. God has put this ashram where people come to seek solace, peace. If they are disturbed by these things, it will not serve their purpose. At the same time, we should know God has come in that form. Then we pray to Him to give us the guidance to tackle the matter, since He has created the problem. And mysteriously, He will give us the prompting. It may be liked by the person, may not be liked by the person, apparently. But you are not feeling guilty. This is how spirituality enters into us in our daily life. Think about it, no? So the first lesson today, Papa is now telling us, you don't bring any big names. No any quotations. Enough. We close that file for this 1 hour. And now we have before us only the sense of individuality, the sadhaka or a devotee, and he in the form of the world. Is it becoming clear?
Yes.
It's a tough job, agreed. Because in the moment we go out of this 1 hour session, the mindset may change.
This is a practical approach.
So let us try this, no? Let us try this approach.
Swamiji,
It's a toughest, agreed. Yes.
every day in the morning, up to 7:30, there is silent Ramnam going on. After that, the whole thing goes catapult. There is struggle. There is struggle. Otherwise, it is so blissful and peaceful, my God. It is absolutely like Anandashram in our house only.
Yes. So we have to now ask how to handle. No, half an hour you are giving us a wonderful retreat, and then you are pushing us back to our usual pattern. No. What else I should do? Some brother, some discipline, some self-denial. Again, we are slipping into theory. Let us try, let us try in our own way and find out a method. We have to now get over this habit. Whenever we try to do something, the old habits of philosophizing everything, it comes and stands. Somebody has said, what are you doing? Immediately God is asking us, it's all right. They did that, they have said this, they have done that. In this book they have said, everything is all right. What are you doing now? Are you trying to link yourself with the divine author of your being? This question should immediately jerk us, Sorry. So we devise some method to bring spirituality in daily life.
All the time, we have to be alert.
Correct.
Not for 1 hour while chanting or doesn't that. While chanting, we are all very peaceful, very happy. After that, then
We should have introspection, Swami.
Again, we say we should have introspection. Again, distancing ourselves from him. We keep on reminding, we have only he and me are there. He in the form of the world, maybe in the form of objects, persons, situations. But only he is there. Then something can be derived. Very difficult to express nowadays.
Swamiji,
Yeah.
Swamiji, retreat will help, just be alone, all by myself.
Yeah, 100%.
I will be there for dialogue.
But, okay.
So retreat will help a lot.
Retreat will help. After retreat, what happens? So during retreat is initially all right, but during the non-retreat period, I should be insulated. I should become impervious to the attacks which my mind creates. So during the retreat, I try to pray to him and seek his guidance to give me a methodology by which I am not affected. Otherwise, what happens? You get joy only during that particular time. And you cannot be sitting there throughout. Out of 16 or 17 hours of your daily life. We have to deal with men and matters. How can we diverse ourselves from all these activities? So these are all wonderful thoughts, wonderful suggestions we have heard. Now we try to compile all these things, and in a limited way we try to experiment.
Heroic spirit is also necessary.
Heroic spirit.
We are again, philosophizing. That is okay, we are reading it only because all these thoughts have been touched and kindled. But now Papa wants every one of us to start doing it, that's all. We will stop reading. Again, I am also trying to quote, but anyhow, that's the habit. Something came up in my mind. Papa wrote to Puja Swamiji when he was in Rishikesh, when he went there as Anandashram and he adopted sannyas. Then he said, minimum reading. So he has written minimum reading.
Give guidance for a clean, spotless mind without any hindrance.
We have to do it by ourselves.
It should be always to be divine. அந்த மாதிரி வரணும் வரமாட்டேங்க இந்த நடுவில் disturb mind வருது.
Very. Don't worry, it will come. He will not leave us. Now the very fact that he is making us to sit and talk for 1 hour, because none of us are, we all mean it. When we say something, we all mean it. It is not superficial. It is coming out of our struggle to keep up the God remembrance. All of us are feeling the struggle. So nothing wrong in it. So we have to assure ourselves that he is taking us. He is holding our hand. He is leading us. He is now reminding us, you try to bring me into the picture. That's all. So how do we do that? Right from the moment we get up in the morning till we retire to bed, in as many activities as possible, we will make an effort. As many as possible. Need not express. But when we see somebody has done it, that we can express. And a stage will come when whether we express or not, nothing affects to the sense of individuality. Then it is okay. So from yesterday onwards, now we are on that, Papa wants us to do it. Let us do that. Tomorrow also let us see how many points are coming like that. Today it has been very, very lively. Very, very lively and very, very much drawn from the daily life. The food we eat, the clothes we wear, the chappal we do, everything, the bed sheet we prepare. These are all daily activities, minutest activities. First we will try to concentrate upon this minutest so that we will be able to extend it to grosser level.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Oh, just for a reference, we will have a quick recap of what yesterday we read. Devotee and sadhaka aspire for becoming sadhaka, heroic spirit, not lukewarm enthusiasm, not to seek peace from outer factors, kicks and knocks to be taken for intensifying our aspiration, link our life with the divine author of our being, 4 steps, high degree of dispassion, a must, nama, prayer, meditation, dedication of all to him, be vigilant on mind's movement. Any of these, suppose it strikes to us, of all these, of all this, what strikes most to us is link our life with the divine author of our being. So we are praying to him, always, why don't you make me to feel that? In one of his writings, Puja Swamiji brought, again I am bringing, okay, the same word. Only me and he is there. He in the form of his creation, okay. But me and he. This is what we want now. So when I take the soap, when I take the brush, when I keep something in the table, when I write something, when I sit before the computer or laptop, when I start working, immediately they should come, Am I seeing you in this form? Please, 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 please. Let us try. Let us try. From the minutest.
Swamiji, theoretically I can understand that when we are chanting, he is within us, and when I interact with people, he is in the form of people, theoretically. But I am not able to apply.
Try now. Whatever we are doing it, there we should try. For little acts. And this morning, 15 minutes Ramnam chanting, Mendel chanting, with a prayer. Now you have facilitated me to remember you, first in the form of a sound, and then you make me to feel that the sound is coming from the soundless base. And in that period, nobody is there, accepting the thought which says I am doing it, and you the reality. Immediately after that, let it not go. Please make me to see like this in everyone. At the moment there is a thought, and the thought becomes zero, and again the thought comes. Then we pray, again the nama goes. So sound, soundless bass, sound, soundless bass, sound, soundless bass, like that, you are making us to exercise this. And so you are there in everybody as the soundless bass. Outwardly there are varied expressions in the form of objects, in the form of persons, in the form of situation. Please make me to see that. Let me not immediately forget you and see it as a person, see it as an object, see it as a situation. Let us try, However difficult it may be, let us try. Suppose 1 is there, we can tick, 2, tick, like that. Because it is high time, We have to start somewhere. And he is with us. Plus point. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram.
Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram. Hari Om to everybody.